Speaking of Charlie Kirk and Turning Point, today is the first day of Turning Point USA's America Fest, which is a 4-day celebration of faith, freedom, and American values. This year, the conference will be, of course, dedicated to the late Charlie Kirk, with a speech from his widow, Erica, set to take place later today.
There was no daylight between Charlie and I, so I witnessed everything firsthand, front row seat. Charlie did have a phenomenal way of communicating with the young men of Gen Z and millennials, actually, honestly, every generation, to be quite frank. I view it as a holistic thing. You can't just focus on the female, and you can't just focus on the male. There is a beautiful balance of having the two turn into one of, you're an American.
Our next guest will also be speaking at AmFest on Saturday. Riley Gaines is the host of the Gaines for Girls podcast, and she joins me now. Riley, good morning to you. It will no doubt be a deeply powerful and moving 4 days. What does it mean to you to be up there and speaking to this crowd on Saturday?
Well, Carly, very good to be with you. I have been through all of the emotions over the past 3 months, like many Americans have, even people who didn't necessarily have a personal relationship with Charlie. I think initially in learning the news that he had been assassinated, of course, it's total disbelief and shock, but then that transforms into grief and being tearful. And then I'm not proud to say it, but it kind of transforms into anger and rage and asking questions like, how could this happen? How are we witnessing people like government employees and healthcare workers and students, even teachers, celebrate this assassination? But I think in the days leading up to America Fest, it's starting today, seeing the discourse online, knowing how many, tens of thousands of people from all across the country are going to be there, I now feel totally optimistic and inspired and hopeful. I've been on about 10 campuses this semester and following Charlie's footsteps. And what I've seen from young kids, especially in these high schools, you're talking 15, 16-year-old kids, just the stirring within them to get involved and to live a life like Charlie Kirk did, really, really powerful. So I can't wait. I'm excited. I think it will be heavy, of course. I imagine there will be videos and messages from Charlie. We'll see pictures. We'll hear his voice on the screen. So it'll be heavy, but I think people will be very inspired. I think it'll be powerful.
Yeah, and what an honor to be invited to speak at this event, and it's an honor that you deeply deserve. And when people think about Turning Point, a lot of people immediately go to conservative politics, but Charlie talked a lot about religion and family as well, and encouraged young men and women to make that the focal points of their lives. And it's something that you did this year, becoming a brand new mom. And it's a message that has resonated with a lot of people, particularly young men in this country. And what an accomplishment that is, not just to encourage people who to pull the lever for, but what to make the focus of their lives, and whether or not to have children, which is the most important thing. And what an incredible accomplishment that was for Charlie Kirk.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. And you heard in that video from Erica how Charlie, he had a real knack for bringing along young men, and then she clarified, really, men of all ages. I think what is so fantastic about now Erica, his widow, his bride, being in this position is I think she's really going to have the ability to bring along young women in ways that we haven't really seen before. Knowing Erica personally, let me tell you, she is what we've seen online, of course, the strength that she has. We all witnessed it on stage at the memorial service. I think this was 10, 11 days after her husband had been murdered. Her willing to forgive her husband's assassin in one of the hardest times of her life, that displayed strength that I think only God can provide a grieving widow. She is compassionate. She's beautiful. So I think she will have a really ability to bring along young women and to be on that stage. I'm never really a planner. I don't typically, write down notes. I need to be. So in thinking about what I want to say on stage, I think that's what I want to speak to, is the importance of family, how it's key to a healthy society. Yeah. I have a fantastic family. I accredit so much of my leadership and fortitude to my parents, and now having a daughter of our own, I think that's what I want to speak to on stage on Saturday.
I'm sure you're going to do a fantastic job, as you always do, and Erica's going to be hopefully feeling the love from so many people, as so many across the country are lifting her up, as we all should be. Riley, congratulations on this weekend, and we look forward to hearing what you have to say. Riley Gaines, thanks so much for joining us. Have a great weekend, great day.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.